back to the Happy Hippie Chicks. And today my playmate is back with me. Karnie is back, everyone.
I feel like I have to sing our music because you're looking so hippie chickish today. You look great, Becca. But I feel like in my head I can hear every time I look at you. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
Very
no,
cool.
I have
Can I see a few peace signs? You need to get some stills of that so that we can put those in photos.
okay. All right. Yeah, no, this is friend of mine. She actually wore this to her sister-in-law's wedding as a dress,
Wow.
and it's not very long.
What? Oh, it's cool though.
Yeah, so it's a shirt, but she wore it as a dress to her sister-in-law's wedding.
Where's
So
your adventure? Where's your sense of adventure?
she lent this to me because she knows that I'm doing this. And so tomorrow I'm going to wear something else that she lent me as well. So I'm going to be hippie tomorrow as well. Yeah, so today is day 15. It is pattern interrupt. So this is all about how when we're on autopilot or just going through our daily lives, it becomes very automatic and we don't really experience life anymore. Like, when you think that, oh, did I do that thing? And then you go and check it and you've done it, but you don't actually remember doing it. And so you've kind of lost that experience of it and you're just going through the motions. And so today is about interrupting that so that you're able to experience life better, so that you're able to experience the joy. And like we've been going through before, like tasting every bit of the food and experiencing the music and all of this kind of stuff, just experiencing your surroundings can bring in the joy. And when you're on autopilot, you miss those things. So this is like things when you always take the same route to work, or you always sit in the same chair, or it's just a way of changing that up a bit so that it flips your mind into a different perspective and it sort of shocks it into making it experience things so that you're not just going through the motions. So our joy flip today will be to switch one tiny part of your routine. So again, take a different route to work or to the shops or wherever you're going. Sit in a different chair, try a new takeout menu order. Yeah, just start your day a little bit differently than you do normally and just watch how that's different. I mean, Karnie, just before we came on today, was talking about brushing your teeth with the opposite hand and just the way that that just switches. It feels really off, but it makes you more present in the moment, in the situation that you're in. Anything to add, Connie?
I was going to use that example. So,
So
but this morning I got up and I popped my. I normally, when I get dressed, I put my right foot into my pants straight away and then my left foot. But this morning I'm like, no, we're doing repatterning. I'm going to start with the left foot. It felt really, really uncomfortable. And I was aware of that. And I did find that really funny. So I'm kind of standing there putting my clothes on, laughing at my.
So while we wait for Connie to come back, we'll do the journal prompt for today. So today, if you're going along with the journal, today's prompt is, what did I notice when I changed something in my routine? So that is today's journal prompt. And hopefully Connie's coming back. Otherwise I've got to, oh, here she is. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Welcome back, Karnie.
Is
Welcome
that
back to the party.
so? Yeah, back to what I was talking about. So this morning I got up and put on the. I normally put my right leg in my pants trousers first, and in my left leg. And I'm like, oh, we're doing pattern interrupt today. I'll put it in the left leg first. And I found that I got the giggles, which is always interesting to be laughing at yourself as you're getting dressed. But what that literally does, when you take yourself out of your comfort zone, you interrupt the neural pathways in the brain. And that's why it feels uncomfortable, because your brain's set on automatic pilot. But when you interrupt the neural pathways in the brain, you're actually creating what they call new neuroplasticity, which means you're creating more synapses, more connections in the brain, and it makes it you're more susceptible to trying new things because you've got more opportunities, more options opened up in the brain. And I had another interesting one yesterday, or a couple of days back, which was really funny. I'd gone around to see my son and had automatically given him a hug, didn't register that I'd given him a hug. And so I then walked up to him a few minutes later and said, "Oh, well, where's my hug?" And he looked at me like I was as mad as a cut snake and said, "I've already given you one." And I just said, "Well, I can't remember it. So, clearly you need to lift your game and give me a better one." And so he did get up and give me a better one. But, it's interesting because even looking at that, I can visualize myself doing it. I always go in to hug someone on the left side. Had I gone in on the right side, I reckon I probably would have remembered it because my brain would have gone, "Oh, that doesn't feel right." So when we take ourselves out of our comfort zone and we do things that don't feel as natural and as normal, we're more likely to try new things as well too. But as Becca said, it's that slowing down in the moment that brings us back into the present, and we're not walking unconsciously through life, missing half of the things that are going on around us. Okay, so let's have a look at the shadows to flips. So the first shadow we have is I just do the same things every day. And like I said beforehand, we get into the routine of doing those things, but it means that we're not perhaps enjoying life to the same degree that we could or should. So I find if, I've got a really routine way of cleaning the kitchen, but if I mix it up a little bit and, throw some music in or decide I'm going to start in a different place, I'll often notice things that I haven't noticed before. And clean those in the process. So the idea is we want to flip that to I can introduce something new. And in the process, what we're really getting at is we want to open up those new neural pathways in the brain, because when we can do that, the unconscious thoughts and beliefs and behaviors that we've got going on for us, they can start to change too. We're less likely to have the same resistance that we had when we come up to an old thought pattern that isn't serving us anymore. Second one, emotional flatness, moving to curiosity. Being a Libran, and Becca can attest to this probably too, I have a very curious brain, and so I love to switch it on as much as I possibly can. What if is probably my favorite expression. I wonder what would happen if. And so when we have that experience of everything feels the same, we can get caught in complacency and despondency really, really easily because life has become too mundane. So we want to flip that into small novelties, wake up awareness. Now, I think I've shared the story before, but if I'm really resistant to doing my housework, I will often put on a tiara to do it, because every time I catch a glimpse of myself in the microwave or in the oven or in the bathroom when I'm cleaning, the sink, I realize how ridiculous I look doing my housework in a tiara, and it just makes me laugh. And what that then releases is laughter and joy releases endorphins. So I actually don't mind doing my housework to the same degree. I'm unfortunately not one of those people that gets the big buzz out of looking at a space and going, "Oh, haven't you done an amazing job of cleaning that up for 2 hours?" I don't experience that buzz, but I have to find my buzzes a different way. And mine often appear as being ridiculous or, stepping into the class clownish kind of archetype in order to get something done. Number 3, habit loop. We've already shared this. Habit loop gets us, we're stuck. We're in that mundane cycle, and we want to move into creative agency, taking control of what the possibilities are and looking at life differently. And so the pattern of the shadow would be, this is just how my routine goes. And we want to flip that to, I can shift the pattern slightly. And with a subtext, if I shift the pattern, what's going to happen? I wonder what will happen if I put my right leg in my pants, my left leg in my pants instead of my right, what will happen. Well, I did that this morning and I lived to tell the tale. I survived, nothing dreadful happened. So what that does is it strengthens and it pushes our sense of safety a little bit more too. Because when we get caught in routines, we're often doing things for the safety of them too. When we take ourselves outside of that safety net, just to the boundary and push it a little bit, the body can calm down and go, oh, even if I try something that's a little bit out there, I'm actually still safe. And the fourth one, stagnation. I feel stuck in repetition, and we want to switch that to the fresh energy of even a small change creates movement. Because when we're waking ourselves up and taking ourselves out of things that are predictable, we're also anticipating miracles. We're allowing for the new and the fresh and the vibrant to flow in. And who knows how that will unfold. Back to you, Becca.
Okay, thank you, Karnie. So we're going to go on to our affirmation now. So however you like to do your affirmation and anchor that in, go ahead and do that now, hand on heart or middle finger to thumb or whatever it is that you do. And then out loud or in your head, say, I gently interrupt autopilot. Curiosity brings fresh energy into my day. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. A nice quick one today. Does anybody have any questions or shares before we go into today's meditation? No? All right. This one is not our usual lovely, relaxing meditation. This one's a little bit different because it is at an interrupt. So please try and go with it, but obviously if it makes you too uncomfortable, feel free to stop at any time. We're going to start with our eyes open though, so don't close your eyes immediately. Wait for me to tell you to, but get somewhere comfortable and we will start. Okay, so beginning with our eyes open and allow your body to settle in to the surface beneath you. Place your hands in a position that feels unusual to you. So, for example, if you usually rest them palm up on your lap, try placing them palm down or whatever you want to do. Something off. Love it, Karnie. Okay. Take a moment to feel the slight wrongness of this posture. This is your brain beginning to wake up. So take a deep cleansing breath in through your nose and release it with a heavy sigh. And allow your eyes to close gently, noticing the immediate urge for your mind to drift into its usual stories, the to-do list, the worries, and the autopilot. Recognize that these thoughts are the shadow of your habits, operating in the dark without your conscious consent. Okay, so imagine now walking along a serene path that branches off into three. Notice which path you are instinctively drawn to. Now, instead of taking that path, I want you to choose one of the other ones to walk down. We'll start walking down that second choice. As you proceed, you come to a charming house with a welcoming gate. And I want you just to pause here inside the open gate, taking a moment to breathe. Walk up that garden path and open the door to this house. Pausing just inside the doorway, I want you to feel that half inside and half outside. Notice how you're feeling at this threshold. As you step inside the house, you see a staircase leading up to another floor above, but also going down into the basement. And take a moment to consider which way you might want to go. Do you want to go up or down? And now I want you to go the opposite way. So either at the top or the bottom of the staircase, you are going to find 5 places to sit. There is a soft, comfortable armchair, a wooden dining chair, a beanbag, a bar stool, and a swing. Which one would you usually choose? And just tell yourself why you would choose that. Out of the comfortable armchair, the wooden dining chair, the beanbag, the bar stool, and the swing. And out of those 5 seating areas, which one would you not enjoy sitting in and why? Once again, that's the soft armchair, the wooden dining chair, the beanbag, the bar stool, and the swing. I think you can guess what I'm going to ask you to do. I want you to go and sit on the one that you would not choose normally. And as you settle in, how does it feel? If you could find just one good thing about sitting in this chair that you wouldn't normally sit in, what would it be? One good thing. By now, you're probably feeling a bit disorientated and uncomfortable with all of these wrong decisions. You might be thinking, I thought this was meant to be a relaxing meditation. This is all part of the pattern interrupt of rewiring your brain. Reflect on something in your daily routine, something that is always the same. Perhaps the same route to work, the same chair to watch your TV shows in, or the same coffee shop. And I want you to imagine a joyful disruption to that routine. Perhaps you could take a different route to work and discover a charming new street, or try a new cafe with a delightful atmosphere. Repeat in your head or out loud. I am choosing to see things differently. I am choosing to let the old patterns go. I am creating space for the new. And in your mind now, I want you to rise out of the seated position that you're in and bring your attention back to your breath. And I want you to notice how your body is feeling. Is there more space or more lightness? This is the joy that awakens when we stop living on repeat. When you feel ready, I want you to gently open your eyes, but before you move, I want you to take a moment to look around the room that you're physically in. And I want you to find 3 things that you have never truly looked at before. Perhaps a crack in the floor, or the texture of a curtain, or maybe the way that the light hits the wall. And I want you to carry this beginner's mind with you as you leave the space and embrace the newness in every moment. All right, who hated that? Karnie hated that. I think Tracy hated that. Uncomfortable, right? Yeah. Does anybody want to share anything or tell me that they never want to do anything with me again?
That was so uncomfortable.
I
Very
know.
confronting because I realized today, and I'm going to thank you for it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. I realized why I'm so resistant to getting up and going to the pools first thing in the morning when I wake at 5 o'clock in the morning, because I've got myself into that automatic pilot. And what I like to do is to get up, sit in my armchair, and do meditation and like just drift, like, because I like being in that space. But I actually need to be at the pools getting my body moving. So that was really interesting. Oh, and I was so cross that you wouldn't let me sit in the armchair. So cross. Because I'm like, there's an armchair. Yay, comfort. I'm going to be okay. Because all I could think about was how much each of those other chairs was going to hurt my legs. When I sat on the bar stool, there was a man appeared next to me that I was able to pull in close so that I didn't fall off. I'm like, yes, somebody to lean on. He was a very nice man too.
Wonderful.
So it was uncomfortable, but thank you for manifesting a man that was comfortable for me.
You're very welcome.
All part of the service, eh?
Absolutely. Mm. Tracy, you're on mute, darling.
Uh, I didn't
Okay.
get a man. I had to
Oh,
sit on bath stools too. I didn't get a man. I just had my knees going up to my
Were
nose.
you open to the
And then when I stood up, I felt like a piece of paper unfolding. And
That's
you made
really
me
good,
go down.
actually.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you made me go down the basement, and that's where all the horror stories things happen.
But you were okay in the
Yeah, my
basement,
stoma
right?
didn't. No, my stoma didn't like it because my stoma kept making noises all the way through that. That is the first time ever it's done that. All the way through. How strange.
I already know that this one's not going to be watched on YouTube. People are going to be like, I'm not rewatching that. I'm not redoing that.
Nah, nah. How did you guess?
Do it again. It doesn't sound really powerful. And the other thing that I noticed is I'm really comfortable looking at things in the past and working out what's happened. I don't like to look at the future as much, which kind of isn't helpful when you want to be creating stuff.
Did you have anything, Becca?
Did I have anything? I just read it. So, yeah, I
Oh,
didn't do
yeah,
it.
can't really.
I didn't do it.
Duh.
Yeah, I just read it to you guys. Made you do
Have
it.
you done it?
I'll listen to it on YouTube. I'll listen to the recording. I'll listen to the recording.
Oh, you have to let us know then. You have to let us know then.
Honey,
I
I didn't
didn't
hear you,
like
darling.
going
I
down
said when you're
to the basement.
You didn't like going to the basement, Carrie?
No, I would rather go up than down. The basements can be spooky, sort of not knowing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like going up the stairs better.
Me too.
say, I wanted to go down the stairs because I wanted to find out why everything had happened. But that's the work I do. I wanted to see the deeper meaning, the subconscious. But yeah, but I also like spending time out there. That one wasn't as big a challenge, but needing to go, wanting to go left and look at the past and ending up going right. I wasn't happy about that. But yeah, the bar stool I was really angry about till you sent me a man. So, ladies, choose the bar stool.
Okay.
I did, and I didn't get a man.
Oh, dang.
I
Maybe do it again now that you know.
know. No, my look, it would be a clown or something.
Oh, well, that'll bring joy into your life. So that's good.
Yeah, make me smile. Yeah.
But
Or
seriously,
a
Becca, we
mannequin.
want a report back from you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we're going to be doing borrow animal calm. So, again, if you have a pet or something that you want to bring with you to the live or to the recording, bring your pet along, and we're going to borrow some calming energy from the animals.
If you don't have an animal, you could bring something like a soft toy. It obviously won't have the energy of an animal, but it's going to have some kind of a tactile response that will help you feel like it's more animal-like. So, yeah.
I'll bring my teddy bear dog. The
Yeah.
real dog.
Beautiful.
The real dog. But she's like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Who's asleep at the moment.
Yeah, well, I'll have to put cat food all over myself again to get Leo to stay.
I do enjoy these. They do make me giggle.
Good. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Okay, does anybody have anything else before we say goodbye?
Just
No?
thank you very much and have a lovely
Sure.
day, everybody. Evening, night,
Yeah.
whatever.
Absolutely. And you have a wonderful sleep.
I have
Adam?
a horror. If I go down to the basement in my dream and something happens, I'll let you know.
Okay, you can blame me for that.
Okay. So if that happens, Tracy, then just look left and you'll probably find a great big bat or something there to be able to whack him with, or, you know, something that'll be of use to you. A magic wand that you can turn him into a toad or something like that.
Thank you.
Or Karnie's
No worries.
man sitting on a bar stool.
Or just, that's it. Just call the man on the bar stool. He's very strong.
Wrapped in a bath.
Right. So from the Happy Hippie Chicks, I've been Becca.
And I'm Karnie. And you have this has been another wonderful Joy Flip. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
See you, Kerry. Have a great day, Dale.
Bye-bye,
Thank you.
Bye-bye,
See ya.
all. Lots of love to everybody.
Bye,
Yep.
darling.